Alright, so a few people had requested to see the internals of the DSG. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the gearbox. First off, power in this power hungry monster is G&P M170 Devil Jet with a garter pinion gear. It's like the first thing I do on those G&P motors is replace the pinion gear. So they're known to be very soft and wear out really quick. So let's go ahead and open this up and I will show you what we've got on the inside. So internally we've got a G&P ball bearing spring guide with an SHS M170 spring, G&P compression parts, it's still the G&P cylinder head with a little Teflon tape on there. AOE's been corrected with a 70D Sorbo pad. I think it was 1/8 inch thick. We've got our G&P air nozzle, G&P tappet plate modified for the dual sector gear, and then after that, the main thing is the Siege Tech DSG set here. I think this was the Cyclone Balance 2015-1 ratio. We've also got our MOSFET wired in here. But for those of you who were wondering what DSG is, DSG stands for dual sector gear, meaning that instead of normal gearboxes that have all the teeth on one side for the piston, the dual sector gear splits them with 8 teeth on each side. So you've got 8 over here and 8 over here. So with the dual sector gear, you're getting 2 pulls of the piston compared to 1 pull of the piston like you do in a normal setup. So that's what gives you your increased rate of fire. Only downside to this is you have to run a heavy spring because your piston's only going back, about to the halfway point, maybe a little less when you've got your AOE corrected. Also, we've got a modified quantum piston here, and it's been Swiss cheese to lighten it up. It was already pretty light. We've got our garter piston head and an SHS O-ring. The compression on this thing was flawless. Tappet plate is just a stock G&P tappet plate. I may change it to something a little more reinforced if I have problems with this, but so far what you see here only has probably about, I don't know, I'm going to say 1,000 BBs on it, which ain't much. This is fairly new, so this dent right here was already there, but tappet plate has been modified. I may shorten that just a hair more right here to get my nozzle to return a little bit quicker on semi. That's the only time I notice an FPS loss, and I was told from a couple people it's because the nozzle isn't returning fast enough because you've got these dual cams on your sector gear here. So that is the internals. Only thing that I didn't mention, I think we've got modified ceramic bearings, which seem to be holding up just fine, and everything's shim perfect. So gonna go ahead and do a little work, and we'll check it out in the next video when it's all back together. So there's the internals. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will be sure to answer. Thanks for watching.